Hello Curlies, it's Mary and thank you for tuning back into my channel. If this is your first time visiting here, then welcome. This is the Curly Closet. So for today's video and for a few future videos, I will be answering some of you guys' questions that you have left in comments on my videos. I just thought it might be a good idea to do an actual speaking response as opposed to a written response to some of your hair questions. So let's go. Now, whilst giving hair advice, I do want to point out, number one, I am not a hair expert, I am not a trichologist, neither am I a doctor, so I'm not giving certified qualified advice here, but what I am giving is advice based on things that I have seen, heard and read, and also based upon my own personal experience. But of course you still need to do your own research, and if there's any kind of medical issue, then you definitely need to go and consult a doctor. Okay, so I have a quick question here that a lovely person has left on one of my videos. She says, while you're growing the outer parts of your hair, what helps the edges grow at the same time? My problem is not the outer parts, it's my edges. So how to grow your edges as well as the rest of your hair. The first point I'm going to make is about genetics. Some people's edges actually just don't grow as long as the rest of their hair, and putting my hands up, I'm one of them. Alright, so this is my hairline. You can see it's been laid down with some gel, but I'm actually going to pull out some of my hairline so that you can see how far down my hairline comes. Now for me that's quite long, but literally all of my hairline around the front is basically this length. Now I know someone is probably going to say, oh, but that means that you've been mistreating your hair. Actually no, ever since I've known myself, that's the length that my hairline has always been. It's basically something that I've just come to accept, that that's just the length that my hairline or edges have, and they just grow to a certain point, but they never grow beyond that point. There's a possibility that there may be absolutely nothing wrong with your hairline or edges. It may just be that that's genetically how your hairline is programmed to grow. However, there are a few things that you can do to help your hairline or edges to grow as much as possible. You need to minimize breakage. What causes breakage? A lot of the time, either styling or combing can cause breakage. So be very careful around your hairline when you're combing your hair. Don't be too rough, because if you're too rough, you can literally pull the hairs from your hairline. You do have to be careful with styling. So for example, protective styles, so things like braids, weaves, etc. Be very aware of what you're using around your hairline. Things like glue, even wig caps and those kind of things can actually affect your hairline. Or if you get braids or box braids, if the box braids are done too tight around your hairline, those can also pull out or cause breakage at your hairline. Even putting your hair up in a puff, that can also be damaging to your hairline if you use, let's say you use a boar bristle brush, which I do also use, but I try not to use too often. Putting your hair up, slicking your hair back too much, especially if your hair is sensitive to gel. Some gels such as Eco Styler contain protein that can cause breakage at the hairline as well. But also slicking the hair up can just too tight can actually cause breakage of the hairline as well. So you need to be aware of how you're styling your hair and what you're doing to your hairline whilst you're styling your hair. So a couple of things that you can do, you can try to make sure that if you are going to slick your hair back, that you don't do it too tight. You want to be as gentle as possible with tools such as combs, brushes, boar bristle brushes, those kind of things. It's also important not to put things like glue on your hairline where possible, and also if you do protective styles such as braids or that use synthetic hair, that you don't do those too tight. So the last point I'm going to make is about Jamaican black castor oil. Now I personally have never used Jamaican black castor oil for my hairline. just because I've never seen the need. However, there are some naturals who have had issues with their hairline and actually swear by it. I'm going to leave some videos for you in the description bar below the video for you to watch, so that you can get some more information about Jamaican black castor oil and how it helps with your hairline. Also, I wanted to point out another YouTuber that I watch. I will leave her video link below or in the little iCard above if I can. She has also done a video on emu oil and how it helped her with her hairline. Okay curlies, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up below the video. You can also hit the red subscribe button below if you would like to receive more videos like this. You can also tap the bell for notifications if you want to be notified every single time I upload a new video. And if you have any questions, please leave them below. I would love to answer your questions. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.